Joanne Kathleen Rowling, better known as J.K. Rowling, had humble intentions when she took her books to be published in the early 90s. Though she faced quite a bit of rejection from other publishers, she was determined to get her books out there, and in June of 1997, Bloomsbury Publishing of the UK released the first of 7 Harry Potter novels titled Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. The US followed publication with a changed title of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in September of 1998. The second book followed in July of 98 and June of 99, the third July of 99, September of 99, and ultimately Pottermania had set in, and a single release date was set for July 7th, 2007 for the fourth book, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This book broke record sales, in selling 1 million in the UK and 3.8 million in the US in the first day of sales alone. Hollywood soon realized they wanted a piece of the Harry Potter world too, and Rowling was approached by David Heyman about turning her books into movies. In 1999, she sold the rights to the first 4 books for $2 million. Heyman was a producer on all 8 films, and Steve Kloves wrote the screenplay for all but 1 film, the 5th, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Filming for the first movie began in September of 2000, and the first movie was released in November of 2001. The movies gave many not already consumed in Pottermania an excuse to pick up the book and read it. It allowed what readers imagined to become real and opened a whole new realm of possibilities. Heyman and Kloves could also be considered visionaries along with Rowling, since they worked closely with her to create films that were true to the books. But also most of the movies had some new details that were not in the books. This timeline provides a visual representation of the release dates of the films and books. Books not pictured include Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and Quidditch Through the Ages, which were published in March of 2001, and Tales of Beetle the Bard, which was published in the summer of 2008. These books include new stories that are also mentioned in the Harry Potter novels, but hold new information that is not written within the original 7 books. Pottermore is an interactive website created by Rowling and Sony that includes exclusive new content from J.K. Rowling about the characters, places, and objects of the Harry Potter universe. Pottermore was announced in June of 2011 and was made available to the public in the summer of 2012. It is also the only place to buy the ebooks and audio downloads of the 7 Potter novels. As mentioned previously, in 2001, Rowling released 2 short books to raise money for charity. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them was one of those books. Rowling and Warner Brothers have now decided to make that book into a 3-part movie series. Since the book is only 128 pages, Rowling will be writing the screenplay, and obviously adding a lot of extra storyline. Although the story takes place in the Potter universe, it is set in New York, 70 years before Harry ever learns about Hogwarts. So there will be plenty of new characters and settings for fans to enjoy. The first film is set to be released in November 2016. These have all been examples of how the corporate world has turned Harry Potter into a transmedia franchise. Now we will move on to the grassroots side of things and see what the fans are doing to create new media for the fans. Wizard rock, or rock music, is a music genre that began in 2002 when Harry and the Potters began making music together. For a song to be considered as rock, it must be about something from the Harry Potter universe. This is a great example of the grassroots media movement. This music is by fans, for fans. And although there are hundreds of musicians out there that created rock music, Harry and the Potters remain the most popular. This music is part of the media franchise because it is strictly about Harry Potter or its characters, places, or objects. Star Kid Productions performed a fan-made musical called A Very Potter Musical in April 2009 at the University of Michigan campus. AVPM is another great example of grassroots media in the Harry Potter Transmedia franchise. It was again made by fans, for fans, and is hugely popular within the fandom. Although it is a comedic musical, I believe it still adds to the overall story of the Harry Potter experience. Potter Puppet Pals is a puppet show web series created by Neil Cicierega and parodies the Harry Potter series. Again, this web series was created by fans and has a large following within the fandom, adding to the overall Potter experience. Most of the stories that are showcased in Potter Puppet Pals shows are original by Neil and the two other members of the cast. Several fan-made films can be found on YouTube. Many have not had any outside funding from fans. However, this group has. On Facebook, their page can be found by searching Harry Potter Untold Tales. They have already finished The Greater Good, which can be watched on YouTube, and are currently getting ready to start fundraising on Indiegogo and Kickstarter for Severus Snape and the Marauders. These films simply elaborate on the original material written by Rowling, giving fans just one more thing to consume. Fan fiction is, of course, one of the many ways that fans can create their own takes on the stories from their favorite fandom. While most fan fictions are taken out of canon, there are many that closely follow the regular plot of the main series. These can be considered as a part of the grassroots Transmedia franchise. They add a whole other level to the experience if they are well planned and well written. Many fans choose to write about what happened at Hogwarts before Harry Potter was there, which is usually about Harry's parents and is called the Marauder era, and others still choose to write about a post-trio world when Harry's children are in school. Since very little has been written by Rowling about these two times, it gives fans a lot more freedom to create the stories that they want to see and read. Although the Harry Potter franchise has only one true creator, Rowling, the fans have taken it upon themselves to expand the way that the story is told and to introduce new ones. The fans are what have made the Harry Potter franchise a true transmedia franchise.